Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Unemployable podcast. I am your host, Arsenal the Rebel, and I got my brother with me.
Eddie the movie.
And look, today we have not just one, but we got two very special. I ain't even gonna say special guests. I'm gonna call them special people. Cause like
Definitely.
They are like, you know what I'm saying? You know how people be putting like, they'll put the rappers, that's the entertainers, that's
for a reason.
They put the entertainers and put goals and be putting black love and all. This is the real definition of goals and black love and all of that. I want to introduce
get into that.
Chris and Mackenzie Bowers to the show. Let's clap it up.
Thank you for having us.
Nah, we appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like
pulling up.
So, you know, first and foremost, for the people that don't know what y'all have going on, please explain the big Tivid across the chest and on the on the hat and all of that, man.
Don't be shy on the resume.
Yeah, please talk your shit.
Spicy. Oh, they want us to pop that
shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what
I mean, the big jersey said, then goddamn, we got to do it. Can we cuss? Can we?
Yeah, of course. Let them know what Tivid is first.
All right, so Tivid TV is a streaming platform for independents, right? So most folks, when they make their movie, they want to go to Tubi, they want to go to Amazon, things like that. Them folks, they giving you 100% of what you bring in. They cuts is different, 50%, 55, 60, 80, 20. We 100%. So when you bring your product over to Tivid TV, the platform,
get it.
We 100% royalty. So whatever you bring in, you take it. Mm-hmm. Your movie make $1 million, you going home with $1 million.
Y'all hear that?
And that's our philosophy. So yeah, we got the platform which is doing big things.
Yep.
But we also out here in Orlando with the movie studio, which we franchising. So Orlando is home. So of course that's where home base is at. But we bringing one to Austin, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, hometown where we from.
Okay, that town.
You know what I'm saying?
You said it.
I'm a Pacer fan, so I already, you know. And the All-Star game is there next year.
You already know.
I'm there,
For
2024. Sure. You know what I'm saying? It was the Bankers Life Fieldhouse, but now it's the I forget what they changed it to.
I don't know. We can call it Bakersfield.
Yeah, playoff games there no more. But
cut it out. It's about to happen. Yeah. But no, keep going, man.
So yeah, we definitely bleed blue. We definitely Pacers and Colts around here.
Respectfully.
But we plan on being the biggest independent movie studio in the world. Mm-hmm. So we franchising in every major city. Most folks is used to movie studios like, I don't know, Paramount, Tyler Perry was just one big piece of land and you bid it on there. We're going to have 20,000 square foot facility in every major city. We want to make it available for the have-nots, for the ones that ain't got the $1 million budgets.
Yeah, talk.
Right now we're home. You know, Florida is home to Flight 407. It's Florida's only private standing jet set.
I'm very familiar with that. Very familiar, you know.
Super hot. We like to switch it up. So we'll be unveiling a new set coming here shortly, and it's gonna hit the map again.
It's gonna be crazier than the jet. It's gonna be crazy.
We standing on that 10 toes.
Well, please Google us. Tivid TV. We everywhere.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Go, you here. Flex right there. Not just Google me.
That's all you
just Google us. We everywhere.
Everywhere. I like that. So you know they got a brief. You know. So what I want to know is, you know what I'm saying, how y'all met. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that.
Give us the bio.
I'm jump straight into. I don't care. I want to know what's happening.
Hey, you got to. So I'm gonna tell you like this. I was shooting. So I'm from that town.
Right.
I was shooting a Mike Epps show down in Baker's Life.
Man, shout out to Mike Epps. He got in a little bit of trouble over the weekend, but he be all right.
He good. You gotta have that thing. You gotta have that thing in that town.
Shout out to Mike.
So yeah, I was at Baker's Life filming the show, and when it was over, shit, we ain't had nothing to do, so we went down to the little bar. And shit, I was there for a second because my mom was watching my kids. Feel me? I was out working, so I just had a little drink. Just so happened, you know.
Shorty walked through the door.
Yeah.
You push down.
I go from there though.
And it was
Who
history.
said something for you? Ran down on her? What's up?
It did take a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break it down.
We need to know. We wanna know.
Check this
That's
out.
that side of the story.
Check this out though. Like, so I know one of the bartenders there.
Okay.
And she be always making like different drinks and shit. So I'm like, look, give me the little one that you made last time. It was pink. So she was right there with her buddy. And she like, what you drinking? I'm like, this is pink panties. And, she asked me what I was drinking.
She pushed down first.
So I'm like, I'm a real one. I'm like, you want some?
Absolutely.
Like, drink out of my shit. Like, I'm a real nigga.
No, I said no.
She said no. I'm like, all right.
Boys be roofing, girls.
So at the time, like, she my type all the way. So I peeped and I was like, all right. So, you know, I just got to shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? And shit, the rest is just
Feeling like Steph in practice, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I always been that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Don't you worry.
Another day in the gym, that's all.
To be fair,
We gonna get into it.
reconnected about 3-4 months later. It took a bit.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
He ain't finished telling the story
He
though.
already claimed me though. Like he was already calling me baby and everything.
that was
So
you.
he
That was you.
already
Yeah,
knew.
that's me.
He
Respectfully.
already knew what it was. Respectfully.
All right.
Here we are. But you know what's funny? We've been together. Like we've been married way longer than we was together.
Oh yeah, that's another question. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So like 8 months.
Okay.
We was together 8 months. We got married. We've been married. We just celebrated our 11th year anniversary.
11 years. Congratulations. Clap that up, man. Clap that up for sure. All right, so 11 years of marriage. That's over a decade. That's marriage.
I gotta ask. I've been married 11 years. I'm assuming I'm in business together, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How that happen? Like how does that happen? How does that happen? And what kind of hurdles you guys go against for actually kind of like mixing your personal relationship with business?
So the business hadn't always been her thing. I've been an entrepreneur since day one. Even before shooting, like I did everything. We had like 3 music stores. You know what I'm saying? So I've been an entrepreneur. She always kind of like let me do my thing. Right. The whole reason why we moved to Orlando is because on our honeymoon we came down here and checked out Full Sail. Shit was nuts.
Shout out to Full Sail.
I never seen nothing like it. So I was like, I gotta go. So we gotta go to Orlando. She was always ready to go, so we came out here, and we probably came out here with about 10, 15 bands, nothing. No family, no friends. No jobs.
And made it happen.
I was less than that when I came.
I came down here with 8 bands and nothing.
Yeah, we had.
Bro wasn't even here yet. Go ahead.
We had little babies. I had an 8-month-old and a year-old. You know what I'm saying? We came out here with nothing. I ain't really like no working type nigga. Like nothing against niggas that go to work, but like I've always been a hustler.
Absolutely.
So when we came out here, the terrain was different. I ain't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? So she's always been about that corporate life. So she came out here and held it all the way down while I sat at the crib and figured it out.
That's love. That's respectfully right
like
there.
that's the realest shit anybody could ever do, and a lot of women ain't willing to do that.
Let's put that shit out there. Let's put that out there first.
Nah, for real.
Women ain't beat. Let's put that out there. A man would sit there and he would take a woman in at her lowest with nothing and help build her
up.
Most women, I'm not gonna say all because it's living proof, but most women ain't doing that, bro. Like for a man, like if a man can't do for the woman financially,
Right now, at that moment,
in that moment, he a dub. And that's just crazy. But that's real to know that you got somebody like that.
And
Like
it's still like that.
Yeah, because if she was like one of those, like you got to get a job, you got to do something, we wouldn't be here right now.
Right.
I still be watching Arsenal having his battles on TV instead of in his studio shaking his hand.
Right.
You know what I mean? You laughing, but that's real shit. You know what I mean? Like if I
know, man.
if I had to go to work, I'd never know what this life was. So I credit everything to her. She let me sit down and figure it out. And it wasn't overnight. It was years. I was frustrated. I was in my own mind.
It take time.
You know what I mean?
It take time.
A man, sometimes you get in your own mind like, dog, I got to do something. But it take time to figure it out. And once I figured it out, she knew she had to come aboard because, like I said, she's about that corporate life. So she was always doing things with investors and getting them money, things of that nature. So I told her, matter of fact, it was the day the first Black Panther came out. I was lit. We going to see this motherfucker. I'm like, babe.
It was our anniversary too.
Yeah. So I'm like, that first Black Panther, I'm like, babe, if you do the same thing for us that you doing for them,
no limit.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. So before then, she had never got into, as far as my entrepreneurship and what I was doing, she always let me do me. You feel me? But when we got together, that's when we got like so solid.
Crazy.
Like so solid. But I'm cut different anyway. A lot of guys can't really, they like, I need my space. I gotta do me. But like, I'm uncomfortable when I'm not with her.
Right.
You feel me? I'm nothing without her. So
that's real, bro.
You feel me? Like, just since we talking about Black Panther, just like his armor. If he didn't have his armor, he was nothing. This is my armor. You know what I'm saying? I could not be who I am without her. She let me be
who you needed to be.
Who I need to be.
Respectfully.
Instead of trying to turn me into somebody that I wasn't.
Yeah,
I think that's the main thing with like women nowadays, and it's like I really hate being, you know what I'm saying, like it's women and then I like to just say it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different, I'm a different breed.
Y'all hear that? So you beeps.
Yeah.
Better listen. You hear that?
Different. I can say you bitches need to listen.
Yeah, right.
Respectfully and disrespectfully, but
talk heavy.
That thing on the real quick.
I was very sure of myself and what I've got going on, and I know that like as a man, he needs to figure out what he's got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's we equally yoked, and that's what it is, and that's what it's always been. So, you know, why he's saying like, I was his armor, and like, and he's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about, he's sneaking out, he doing this, he's cheating on me, he's looking at these girls, he's doing that. And me being able to use that mental capacity, we can use it for something else. You see what I'm saying?
The energy directed somewhere
else. Energy is directed somewhere else.
But don't get me wrong though, like I know it's hard for some guys to do the things that I'm doing. But I jumped off the porch at a young age.
Yeah.
I seen what it was like. I done been around so many women my whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my eyes is green, my nigga. Right. Like I was like like respectfully, like I'm not I'm not gonna get into it, but like I done seen it all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I done too many details, but
right.
But you know what I'm saying though. You know what I mean? I done seen it all. I done been there and done that.
Before you
Yeah. He had to go through that though.
But I told her, like, I tell everybody, I went through a lot of women, but it wasn't because I was like a gigolo. It's because I was trying to find that right motherfucker. The universe put me on a mission.
I was just outside playing. I ain't gonna hold you.
But
until I found the right one.
But I'm saying, but it might have felt like playing, but something in your body and your soul, your energy was looking for that purpose and that right one.
Yeah, absolutely.
As an entrepreneur, there's definitely a difference though when you got a goal for yourself as a man. Because you got people who just play around, and some people just like the game of courting different women. You got men who really got a goal for themselves and want to accomplish certain things. Whereas it's like, they're gonna be around, but I done did that. I done been women since high school. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got a goal where I'm trying to get money and build a legacy, so on and so forth. Those type of things don't distract those kind of men.
Exactly.
I tell you what, like when it came to Tivid TV, you know, like he said with the Black Panther, he said if you can do what you doing for them, because these is like millionaires. What you doing for them, if you do it for us, we gonna go. And when he said that, I know he's behind me and he believed me and the things that I do. And I said, well, let's go. So we took it and we just went crazy. The studio happened on a whim. Like we didn't even really think about it. It just kind of fell into place. You know, the universe set that there. And
most of the best things happen like that.
Just like
so
that.
How did that? Whose idea did it just come up in conversation, or how that come?
Well, we was originally we were looking for an office space. Because we we need somewhere to work out of, so we looking for office space.
That's wild.
And it just so happened we bumped into a warehouse that also had office space.
That shit crazy. By
You
the
know what
way.
I'm saying?
By the way.
So it just came together like that.
And the sets start coming together like super crazy, and we like, you know what? Cause I make websites too.
All right.
And I do marketing.
So who controls what set is what?
We do it together.
Y'all do it
We
together.
literally do everything. Like, and it's not forced. Like that shit's just organic.
Like if she
so y'all soulmates then.
I'm about to ask that. So y'all pretty much handle the operations like yourself, or is it like systems in place?
He does what he does really well. So like when it comes to like how movies and stuff need to be, or how certain things need to be on the sets, because he's got that eye for cinematics, so he knows what that is. And then I've got mine for like OCD, and this shit needs to be like this. Well, maybe I just, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how that works. But that just goes organically too. Like we never like really divided up like, well, you do this and I do that.
It's a process though. You know, it's definitely a process. We have our, you know, when she throw out her ideas and I'll be like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then I want to know. Don't laugh, nigga.
I guess what I'm getting to, because there's something that, you know, obviously we got the podcast, but my partner and I, we run the studio as well. And,
yeah.
You know, we do events, studio time, the podcast. And I was asking, as a couple, like, are you guys in the space running the operations, the emails, the callbacks?
Yeah, we do everything.
Yeah.
We do it from graphics to websites to apps.
Thing.
And they be there.
Anything that you see is us. We haven't outsourced for nothing. And like that's what makes us such a power couple. Is we don't need nobody.
Y'all goals, y'all ain't just power couple.
That's
goals.
Like everybody
all day, every day.
Like,
and don't
everybody,
get tired of each other. Don't get tired. He said I gotta travel with her. She is my armor.
Yeah.
Look,
don't get tired.
If he got tired, we got a big ass house. He can go upstairs.
There go. Talk your talk. I love it.
Big ass house.
Big ass house.
I'll meet you for dinner, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what makes it so powerful. Like, we have so many meetings with folks that come in that office and want to work with us. And I tell them, anybody out there watching, that knows us, vouchers, respectfully, I tell folks, we don't need you. But that's the conversation. Those are the type of relationships you want with people. You don't need me and I don't need you. That means we could come together and make something great.
Well, I got an idea, man. Actually, I got some shit going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. We got some shit going on, and you know what I'm saying. You know, y'all do distribution and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then we could just one hand wash the other.
It's nothing. Look, let me tell y'all. Like, we wasn't even open. Maybe 30 to 60 days, and ours came in and blessed the studio and shot. You know, Baddie in that thing, and
Have some baddies.
Baddie.
you know, and that was dope.
Nah,
you know,
for sure.
I knew Ars from doing this thing on the stage, and you know, to have him there was definitely a blessing, and he definitely came back, and then now we're here, so it's definitely.
I've been trying to get y'all here, man. I told you I come through, man. Just
like
y'all could just come. Y'all come here. Do that. We ain't gotta. Y'all come just chill and watch some TV. We kick it. You know what I'm saying?
We like
Cypher idea. You know what I mean?
the most genuine people that you'll ever meet. Like, but we'll keep it 100% real, because we didn't, like, I know you have too. We didn't have some vultures run down on us though. Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
They come out the woodwork sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
it's folks that try to come in, but the thing is, I'm from the streets.
Yeah.
And my neck is on a swivel,
playing.
and I can see it from a mile away.
All right, so I'm glad you said that. So look, the next question I want to ask: has anybody this industry? I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. Him too. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you being an entrepreneur, but your wife being your business partner. This business get real sticky. It get real disrespectful. Has it been a time where somebody disrespected you know what I'm saying, y'all, or you had to, like, you know what I'm saying, flex your muscle?
Nah, not at all.
Never?
And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't play no games.
Respectfully.
Like, I just don't. I'm from a different place. And respectfully, niggas be safe. Like, it's safe. We create a safe place, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when I'm in there, ain't no smiling, ain't no hee ha ha. We here to handle business. Right? You know, and folks, they don't know how to get that. You know, a lot of folks, they want to call me Suge Knight and all that type shit. But the thing about it is, Like I'm here about business, and that's it, and that's all. It. Like Tivid, I look at it as one of my kids, one of my babies, and I don't play games about my kids or my wife.
Right.
So nobody comes in. It been all type of jits in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But real recognize real. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I mean? So
and that's what I mean. I know y'all running a business. That's what I'm saying. Some people like they come in there and be like, man, fuck y'all. I'm smoking in y'all shit. Disrespect. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you had to like, nigga.
Out of that. Hold on, little bro. Like.
Nah, like
that's good then.
Like young
and how long have y'all been in business? Just with like how long has Tivid been around?
So Tivid has been around since 2019.
Okay.
The studio has been around since
right after. No, it was after.
It was last year. So it's been about a year.
I was there when they just they only set up.
Yeah, so it was a year and some change.
Yeah,
but now like and it's. We say real, recognize real, but it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? And I never had nobody's ever crossed the line. Like I look, you know what I mean? I look people in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell I'm real about everything that I'm talking about.
You know what I think? You know where I fuck up at? And I'm talking about here. Cause these little motherfuckers is disrespectful in here, and it be because I don't be here. I'm
about to say that. Too.
I check my cameras all the time, and they just be bugging. Like niggas don't give no fucks when I'm not here, but when I'm here, don't nobody never do nothing.
Now I will say that you know what I'm saying. Like we've had. Like if you come in the studio, so when you first came in, you know, we just had our regular pictures, and I don't know if you noticed, but when you came in this last time, like we've had like our articles all up around the thing, and we've had to show people that because we'll get, you know, some people that come in, and it's some white people.
You've been in a few articles.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about it.
We got people that will try to demean us and say stuff like, "Oh, I never seen like a urban studio. What's a urban studio? Because this is a 50 diners. We've never been allowed in a 50s diner. You know what I'm saying? So we have to say stuff like that so you can know, like we can set the audience.
It's a lot of folks that come in surprised that we the owners. But I mean,
same here. Yeah, no, same here.
And it's crazy because
same here. You talking about really? Nigga, what?
So friends.
It's crazy because being from the Midwest, you would think
that's why I said same here.
You would think that it's more racist in the Midwest, Indiana. We get more racist here.
Nah, Florida fucked up, and we know that
they just don't understand. Like, and it makes them upset. Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You spending your money with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets to her more than it gets to me. And I don't really feel like they stepping out of line, but they just ain't used to seeing a brand like Tivid. Because we don't brand it any old type of way. We don't just throw up any type of pictures. We don't just you wouldn't know that it was
until you pull up.
Black owned until you came in.
Yeah.
It's the same here.
Yeah.
Literally. Like you know what I'm saying? People pull up here and be like, I'm here like, who you looking for? And I'm like, well, I'm the owner. And they like,
and so that's why we put those up, so you don't have to ask.
So we got all our articles. Before I just had like movie posters up.
Yeah.
So now we just put up all our articles. So as soon as you look around, you know what time it is.
Yeah, no, that's.
But it's certainly a respect thing, and it's like it's open for everybody. Like it shouldn't even be any of that. You know what I'm saying? Creativity has no colors. It does. It has multiple colors, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it as far as we go.
And it's different. It's different with you having a music studio. They spend more time. It's a different type of vibe in here. Like they're related, movie studio and music studio, but yours, they're a little bit more. They have to be in a different zone.
I think it's a smaller niche.
Yeah.
It may be a smaller niche with. We got DMX and Nipsey
Yeah.
We got Pac in the other room watching everything.
Yeah.
It's small niche than when you in your place where you putting like movies and stuff together.
Right.
But y'all sets is crazy though. You know what I'm saying? I used the club scene that's going away. Let me do it. It was how many more days? It might be 2 more days left. 3 or 4 is 4 left. See, I know I'm close. I was close. I was 2 away. 4 days left for the club set. They got the new cinema the jail set is gone. That was there when I was, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was there. The The Barbie box. Y'all still got the Barbie box?
Still got the Barbie.
They still got
That's
the Barbie.
going away
I was just
too.
talking to somebody about the bodega.
They got the bodega. The
The bodega ain't going nowhere.
They got the bodega with the classic. What is that? The Coca-Cola machine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Telephone.
You know what I'm
we got
saying?
a
The old
payphone
school
in
phone,
there.
the payphone.
Yeah.
Like, as you know, we just played. I just showed y'all exclusive my new joint. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about me, but I ain't even gonna
So
promote
fire.
it. Nothing. My new
You
joint
should.
though. My new joint. I shot at Tivid.
Hey.
Yes,
Just
sir.
know that my new joint,
We
Street
gonna
Life,
fire.
off of Big Jersey 3.
Big
I
Jersey.
just
Look in the bio.
Look in the yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. It was, and it's just fire every time I come there. You know what I'm saying. And you know what I do love about y'all. I come in there and y'all be having the kids there. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They be there.
Michael and Taylor.
You know, they be in there just chilling. Like they be like, hi, and you know what I'm saying. They just be
Listen.
chilling.
And they
That's the
will be.
future.
We're gearing them up. They're going to be the youngest movie studio owners in the world. At 15, they're going to have their own movie studio. They're going to have their own franchise.
wait.
So we pulled them out of school. We homeschooling them, and we raising them in this film industry. You know, so they get to go in there. They get to see, you know, talented guys
How
like you.
is that? How? Wait, homeschooling. I've never.
you gotta-
I don't know nobody who's ever been homeschooled.
I've been
like,
thinking about
around me ever. Y'all know anybody that been homeschooled?
And walk us.
You know somebody that was homeschooled?
Look at him. He
I never knew nobody that was homeschooled in my life.
Well, first of all,
You was homeschooled?
That's homeschool.
That's crazy.
So first of all, they went to
They were right over here, the Montessori.
Montessori,
Right up the street.
McCoy.
Okay. I seen
I
that.
just seen one up in Lake Nona. They
Yeah.
have Montessori school.
I know it's up the block.
They were
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're a little different still. It's a core. But
Okay.
so, you know, there's a learning curve because you're used to dropping your children off, you know, for 8 hours and then coming to pick them back up. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all teaching them?
Yo,
Yeah.
we're teaching
So there's
them.
no teachers involved. And I'm gonna tell you what did it. I'm gonna
How
tell
y'all
you what
got
did it.
time to do all this other shit?
Look, because there are.
I wanna know.
You got to think. That's
So
our.
it's only 24 hours in a day, and it's only
Hey.
2 of y'all. Y'all got
Those,
2 kids, and y'all homeschool both of
We
them.
got
yeah,
6.
we got 6 altogether, but there's 2
yeah.
here.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So-
living with y'all. It's 2
Yeah.
Those are our most valuable assets.
because they're with y'all.
So are you
Absolutely.
homeschooling them at the business location or at home?
Everywhere.
It don't matter
Wherever
where.
y'all at.
You ain't just
Wherever
hear
we
me,
at.
bro. Every time I go to Tivid, they're there.
there.
You're not hearing what I'm
We
saying?
done cut y'all off like twice. How are you guys getting this done?
I mean, because we got to.
You have to.
I can't. The straw was this incident that happened in Texas with them kids, and they shot it up. And I started thinking, I'm dropping my kids off with strangers.
You are.
I don't know these teachers. I don't know their background. I don't know. I don't know nobody that works in there. I don't know their background. I don't know what they believe in, and I got scared, right? Because I'm sending my kids with strangers. This is my most valuable assets, like everything, and I'm sending them with strangers for 8 hours a day. It didn't sit right with me. And then not only that, you send them to school with kids that parents don't really care that much, so they learning the wrong shit.
All right, so I don't mean to stop you, but
Interesting, man.
how the fuck they graduate?
So
they
they, yeah, you got to go through the state,
I'm about to say,
but
testing. They still gotta do your.
yeah, they got to do.
I'm being serious, yo.
No,
So,
for real.
But how do they graduate?
at home, or how does that work?
No,
It's like-
so
it's
they
like a state thing.
Yeah, we gotta go to different testing locations that they have. So each year we still have to provide a portfolio of stuff. Like they do like a program thing, so we can monitor, so we can see like their GPAs and you
Yeah,
know
and that's-
what I'm saying?
yeah, like-
we work on. So after they're done doing the regular stuff, then we work on the.
What's the
individual
regular
things.
stuff? How do they get assignments?
Yeah,
How do
So okay, so we
Y'all
got
are their teachers, right?
Okay, so no, there's no teachers. It's just us. So there's
I just said y'all are their
Yeah,
teachers.
right. So there's an app that we subscribe to, and
What's this app?
Acelius or something like that.
Okay.
Acelius.
But it has the things that they need to know at this level, at the level.
Okay.
And
you know, and then we
monitor.
and we go at the speed we want. So, quick story: when we was at the Montessori, they was trying to tell us our son he too emotional. He acts out. We gonna have to hold him back. He not getting this done, that done, blah blah blah. Yeah.
School of the block.
So after we took him out, we moved him up a grade because we know he's smart. The last school he was at, they was like
gifted.
He gifted, but this school telling us he a problem. He ain't gonna make it. So when we start homeschooling him, we knew he was smart, so we moved him up. So now he had to moving at the same rate as his sister, which is a year older than him.
Well, how do y'all have the ability to do that? This is what I'm.
You talking about the time?
Like how do y'all move him up? How did you? How do you?
Here's the thing. It's not a do we have time or when we gonna have time. It's a must.
He's asking about
I'm asking
the program.
How do I'm asking.
So the program.
If y'all saying that the they were saying all right, basically like he failing or he need to stay back.
Yeah,
right.
Y'all said y'all moved him up a grade.
Right.
Yeah.
How do y'all have the power to move him up a grade?
Because this program, so we can easily, you know how folks, they'll be like, this kid is 9 years old and he's in college.
Yeah. And
So-
I'll be always wondering how the hell is
So
that happening?
you have the ability to
Feed
take
them
them out
curriculum.
and you give them, they can test out of whatever, right? So if I want to say they're done with school, we go, we wait for the next testing thing that the state has, and if they can pass that test, whatever it is, then they're done. So you can move your kids at the rate.
So basically, if my 9-year-old daughter right now, shout out to Kylie, could pass a 12th grade test,
She's out of there.
she's out of high school.
She's out of there.
Wow,
It's
I
up- but
never
see, they
knew
don't
that.
let us know this
See, I
stuff.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't let us know this though.
They don't, because I didn't know this shit.
Yeah.
Because now I'm about to try to, this is real. Like y'all giving me game right now.
You can
give-
move
you give a lot
because
of us game right
our
now.
whole thing is they tell us what's
I
right
got
for
a
our
9-year-old.
kids.
He got a about to be 2-year-old.
They tell us, okay, when he's 9, he goes to this
He gotta
grade,
be in
and
4th
then
grade.
this
He gotta be
grade.
10 and 5. Like,
who the fuck made these rules?
wow, that's
They didn't make it
I
for
never
me.
knew we had the power
Yeah.
to do that.
And then
Yeah.
you're telling us that he's not going to pass because of he's emotional. I don't give a damn if that
Got nothing
boy's
to do with
emotional.
this.
He got
Yeah,
this boy
yeah.
is bright. This boy is telling
But
us
it's
about
and it's so many
Man,
distractions.
Y'all know that boy is y'all offspring, so y'all know his
Yeah.
greatness.
Yeah.
That's
Listen.
one point blank period.
We
He
moved
came
him up to
out of
5th
me,
grade.
dog.
Yeah.
We
Fuck
moved him
you.
up to 5th grade with his sister, and he is amazing.
Yeah, he doing his thing.
He's got the
They
same
both got like
GPA
3.2
that she
GPA.
How old is he?
got. Killing it. He's 9.
He's 9, about to be 10.
So is the GPA thing, is that something monitored throughout the app, or that's something?
It's on the app, so it takes the, the average from whatever
Yo, you see how
assignments they
in
turn in.
sync they are, but they said did y'all just see that
We
shit?
homeschooling.
Yo, that's the clip right there.
We homeschooling.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
they both said it's on the app, the hand movements and everything. It was together. That shit was like it's on the app.
Yeah.
I should have said Jinx. Y'all wouldn't have been able to say shit.
Do a coat.
You know what I'm saying?
Coat. Yeah. So
But
they
you know what?
gonna be
I definitely recommend. It's hard to do it to make the time, but I recommend it just because doing what you're doing, you had to break all the rules to get where you at, right? Why are we making them follow
all of
these
them, all of them.
stupid ass rules?
Absolutely.
Let's break all these motherfucking rules and do what we want to do.
Yeah.
You would not be as disrespectful as you is if you played by their rules.
Oh no, I don't.
You know
give
what I'm
a fuck.
saying?
I don't care about no rules.
Listen.
That's why my trophy that say so disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
I don't care about the rules.
Exactly. So we gotta, everything they've told us has been a lie.
Yeah.
So
Y'all opening a lot of eyes tonight, man.
And
I'm going to tell you, this might be one of the best. This might be one of the best interviews we had so far, bro.
Well, thank
the audience didn't
you.
know about it as well.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Michael and Taylor because they just opened
everything.
their vending
Oh, yeah.
machine
So-
company,
Oh,
Sweet
man.
Street.
Yeah, so
The vending
my
machine
babies,
company.
with their Christmas money, they invested into a vending machine, an asset. So
Y'all got their little.
their vending,
Y'all got their logos and stuff on them.
so their vending is gonna be in every Tivid TV studio. So wherever we open up, it's gonna be Sweet Street Vending Company is gonna be there. That belongs to them.
Get that passive income.
They're so
sir.
excited.
And look,
Oh man.
Taylor
Taylor.
and Michael.
and Mike, y'all got big Jersey word. When I see the vending machine, I'm spending at least $10 every time I see it.
Let's go.
You hear me? That's my
You
word.
just gotta pull up and support. Y'all
They gonna watch you too. They gonna be like, oh,
For sure. I got $10 every time I don't care if it's $1. If it's $1 for I'm gonna get 10 items. I'm gonna spend $10 with y'all every time.
Appreciate it.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's a lot of money in that vending machine.
At least $10. At least $10.
So
I might want more. I might want more.
And that's a lot of what we teach them because The school shit is only like a couple hours worth of shit. We just got math, reading, shit like that.
Yeah.
But the main part of it is we teaching them our morals, what we believe in as a family.
Our history.
And our history, definitely about Black history is strong in our household.
Right.
And in business, that's all they know. They can tell you exactly what an asset and a liability is.
They talk about it all
That's
the
amazing.
time.
At 9 and 11?
9 and 10.
9 and 10.
They talk about it all the time.
And they know what an asset and a liability is, man. Shout out to Mike.
Foundation right there. Once you start separating those, man, get a lot easier.
Yeah,
All right,
for
so
real.
let's get spicy now.
Let's go.
Now, y'all are a power couple. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some good looking folks, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all might have, like, I know you got male groupies. And I know you get the feet. You that guy. You been a hustler. You been that guy. I ain't trying to get you in trouble now.
I know a couple of
Because she said earlier you might get in a little trouble. But before we gonna get spicy in a second. We're gonna come back. We're gonna pay a little bills, and we'll be back in a second. We're gonna get spicy. We're gonna talk. I got some questions for y'all though. All right.
Okay.
We'll be back in a second. Unemployable podcast, man.
If you're watching this, then you probably want to know how to get a card like this or a card like this with little to no money down. In as little as 90 days, I can show you how to get cards and cars just like this one without showing up on your personal credit report. So you're ready to start your business, develop your business so you can get funding, boss up, hit the link in the bio, tap in. Let's get back to the interview.
Back, you know, Unemployable podcast. We are officially broke now because we just paid all the bills, you know. But yeah, you know. So before we got up out of here, we said, you know, I said it's gonna get a little spicy now. 11 years of marriage. 11 years of marriage. Some shit had to go on in 11 years worth of marriage. That's a decade and a year. You get what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, I'm gonna go with you, Chris.
Ain't that some shit?
I'm gonna start with Chris. I ain't gonna do ladies first. I'm gonna start with Chris. I need to, like, cause I respectfully, cause Chris been an entrepreneur. You was in the business field. We're gonna start with Chris, that nigga who been outside, who had the ladies and all of this shit. Now y'all got married after 8 months.
Yes, sir.
After 8 months. See, I pay attention. You see, I pay attention to everything.
When you said it, I remember.
Hold on.
At 8 months.
So y'all got married after 8 months. First time shit got rocky. Explain it. It happened. I know it did. First time shit got rocky. Chris, explain it.
Shit never got rocky.
Never.
Look.
Shit never got rocky?
Let me see that cap real quick.
If shit never got rocky?
Let me see that cap real quick, man. Hold on.
Nah, swear to God.
Never got rocky. I gotta know. I gotta applaud that. If shit never got rocky,
But-
all I could do is
but let me
applaud.
tell you.
Everybody in here got to applaud. In 11 years?
Because let me tell you,
Never.
I told you I jumped off the porch
What's up, bro?
early.
That's
I got it out of my system. I know what it is. These bitches ain't shit.
at all.
I'm about a bag and about my future and my name, this last name.
Respectfully.
Like, how can I get to that through a bitch?
I just asked because, you know, I mean, 11 years ago, I don't know where your mindset was at. So I don't know if you was there 11 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
So I've always been there as far as the women aspect of it. So it's never been, I know what I got. Like from the time that I got it, I knew what I had.
11 years ago, I was outside.
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. Outside. What? Slanging and banging. Fuck is you talking about?
But it was nothing.
What?
11 years ago, there was nothing that you could have showed me that I'd have been like, wow.
You don't tap me in, Arson.
No, because I
we got you. Don't worry.
But there was nothing 11 years ago. There was nothing you could have showed me that I've been like, damn. Nah, I've been there, done that. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's nothing. Like, I've been doing this since been doing this. My father, my grandpa been doing this since been doing this. Like, this shit is nothing.
When I say it got rocky, I'm not talking about just women. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
like,
y'all been married for 11 years. So I'm going to stop with Chris now, and I'm going to go to Miss McKenzie.
Okay.
Now, in 11 years...
All right.
Please, I need to know if like what's happened. Like 11 years of marriage.
It had to been some type of hurdle.
Just give me I need to know. Like It couldn't have been peachy and creamy for 11 years straight.
Listen to me.
You know how many days that is? You know how many hours that is?
Nobody not keeping it real, bro.
Let's go.
He got a hat on. He might be. He got a cap on. You know what I'm
telling you.
I remember a long time ago, before we moved out here, so it must have been within that 8 months, somebody told me, Mackenzie, you can't live in a fairy tale. I've been living in a fairy tale.
She been living in a fucking fairy tale for 12 years.
But
It's been a night in motherfucking shining armor, my nigga. Come on, man. Look, can y'all ring my neck?
What is that?
Can you ring my motherfucking
Mr. Right?
Come on, man.
I love it.
Come on, man.
I love it.
Living in the fairy tale. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. You don't live like this, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, before him, it wasn't a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? I've got a daughter. And so Chris came in the picture when she was like 2. Okay? And
introduce her to real. Now she hate lames. Come on. Now she hate lames.
Now she hate lames.
But you know what I'm saying? Because she gonna watch this and she big. Okay? She 14. You know, I won't get her feelings. She daddy's girl. But, you know, like he knew what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time he met me, he knew. He started way earlier than me. You know what I'm saying? So he knew what he wanted. I've always been domestic because the household that I was raised in is a single parent, and it was crazy. And then I went to go live with my sister. My sister became my mom. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I wanted to. I knew that I wanted that white picket fence. I knew that I wanted that. So I've always been domestic.
Now you got the big house.
Big ass house.
That big ass house. Let's not put
big ass house.
Hello, Echo. But you know, he came in, and so when he came in, like, it really stunned me because I was focused on me. I was focused on me. Niggas approach me, I get your number. Don't call me, I'll call you. So it was crazy when he came in, and I'm like, what are you know, like, nah, I'm not you like everybody else, but he wasn't. And so, you know, I was in Kroger's, and from the Midwest, and you know what Kroger's is. I was in Kroger's, and he was just like on the phone, and he's like, you know what I'm saying, like, I want a fair chance. And I remember when he said that, you know what I'm saying,
you begged for that pussy,
where I was
Chris.
with that. He didn't beg.
No, I was. Look, I had to keep it real because look,
respect. We fucking with you, Chris.
I've been learning women for so long. I know how women function, right? So I know it's always a baby daddy or a nigga. It's somebody around. So I had to let her know, look, I'm not gonna play games.
I'm dead serious.
Just give me a fair chance, like, because a woman, she might like you, but she always keep that safety net. So I'm like, just get rid of the safety net. Security. Give me a fair chance,
and I'm gonna catch you when you fall.
Exactly. And in 12 laters, we're gonna be in our studio.
Yeah.
Talking heavy.
Talking heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about how we never fell out, how we did business, how we got the kids smarter than the motherfucker. How we
be this though.
I told you, if you do what you doing for them, for us, we out of here, and we been on the moon since.
And to be honest, because my little brother is like 23, and you know, he asked me the other day after we had that Fox interview. I'm dropping it. Go watch it. In Indiana, you know, he asked me, he was just like, well, how did you know that, you know what I'm saying, he was the one? And it was just like, it was what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he approached me on some real shit, and I'm a real bitch, so I respect that, and I'm gonna roll with it. And we got together, and I really feel like it was like we were trying to play catch up to the lives that, you know what I'm saying, we hadn't had
because
before.
we got together when we were, what
was
20,
I like 22?
I might have been 25.
Yeah.
So,
and our families are just now fucking trying to comprehend and wrap their mind around it.
What's
You know what
going
I'm
on,
saying?
yeah.
Because it never had happened before.
but like the type of shit we own, it's like we already planning the next life. That's how we. That's how we roll.
The next
Like,
Tivid studio, next couple checks y'all
Like-
gonna cash. You know what I mean?
like after this life is over, and we come back again,
right?
I'm already in the process of thinking of how we gonna link earlier so we can get to it a lot faster.
We can get to it a lot faster.
I'm on a whole nother level, like you know what I mean?
You know what I like about
when y'all
that,
see
bro,
this space, man, it's for real.
Your
like
energy,
we on
bro. I like that, bro. I can respect that,
and that's real shit because it's deeper than just what we see. Like we on a whole nother plane.
And it's fun. Like marriage is not what everybody.
Yeah, folks be like, it's hard.
You sure it's not dum dum dum?
Yeah, like a ball and chain. That's what they say. A ball and chain. Like, nah, this is my best friend.
Nah.
Like we have.
That's why I said y'all goals. Y'all see, this is now I can actually see. Look, people, we done spoke to them. They've been in business. They've been married for 11 years. In business for how many years?
Since what?
2019. Yeah.
In business since 2019. Never fell out. Travel the world together. This is really black love at its best, and I want to clap it up everybody and one more time. Like this is ridiculous. Like,
listen, I want to clap it up because I still remember when that person said you can't have a fairy tale, and it's like, this is my fucking fairy tale. But not only is this my fairy tale, but I got daughters. I got 3 daughters that are living life and see this, and it's real life.
And they get to see how he treats you.
Vocabulary, and that's the difference.
And we talk real to them. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk real to them kids, and they understand it. And the thing about it that's so hilarious is that we are so funny together. Like we're hilarious. Like he was.
We just have a good time, bro.
Yeah, and
like,
our children.
We get less than 100 years on this motherfucker. We just trying to have a good time. Fuck all the bullshit they tell us we supposed to feel and do. We just trying to have a good time. That is it. We here less than 100 years. Why are we spending our time doing dumb shit? We have no time at all here. Let's just have a fucking good time.
Respectfully, man.
Our children have this attitude,
and I'm glad y'all say that because I feel the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? You got one life to live, and then not only that, you get less than 100 years. You don't know. You don't
70, 80.
You don't know when you're gonna go. You might get 22. You might get Tupac and Biggie was 25. You might get
we definitely made
Nipsey was 33. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you're gonna go. So I definitely respect what y'all doing. And we are definitely happy to have y'all here at the Unemployable Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. We happy to be here.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to ask you some questions though.
No, y'all can ask whatever you want.
We about to wrap it up, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to these questions.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
You ask for?
No, you can ask me whatever you want. You can ask me whatever you want. I just wanted to put that out there.
Question at the way.
You can say whatever you want.
Give me your top 5, Horace.
My top 5 what?
Your top 5. Come on, rappers. Come on.
Of all time?
All time.
I can't.
It don't have to be in any order.
All right.
Top 5.
All right.
It's the real part right here. It's the real.
Regular
artists or like battle rappers?
No, just regular artists all around.
Yeah, the real right here.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna speak my truth.
I know you got a serious 5.
You know what I'm saying? My favorite person in the world. You know what I'm saying? My motivation, my inspiration. Person who, my mentor. You know what I'm saying? One of the most notable people in the world, Snoop Dogg.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? I go with Snoop. Of course, I put Pac and Big in there.
Okay.
That's 3. Go with Jay-Z.
Okay.
And it's always that 5th spot, right?
What is it?
It's always that 5th spot. It's different, man.
Who's feeling it?
This really determined on who you are.
I'm sweating.
See a lot about you as a man.
It's a lot of people, but I'm gonna be honest. Like for me, my motive and just like what I come from and just the bars and all of that, I would feel funny if I didn't put Lil Wayne in that spot.
He's coming to the barbecue.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He's coming to the
I feel funny. I feel funny if I didn't put Weezy F Baby in that spot.
See, but now I'm thrilled because I'm like, you East Coast.
I'm East Coast, but
with the flavor you giving right now
you hear
is
Street Life. Do you hear my music?
I heard it.
All right, so
I need the ringtone.
I always said I'm an East Coast nigga with it. Just I always lived the West Coast. Like I feel like I'm an East Coast nigga, bro, but I don't know. So I always had something West Coast about me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, like and I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way or be like, oh, he imitate. Nah, it's just I was brought up on Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Right. The first cassette tape I ever bought was Doggy Style. You get what I'm saying? Like I was bought up on Snoop Dogg, and then it was Ice Cube and them niggas and shit like that. Like I was a big fan of that music. But my favorite person from the East Coast is that man right there, DMX. You get what I'm saying? Biggie is my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
DMX was my favorite over here. Pac is just like everybody's legendary guy, go to. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? I don't put just because they was friends and the shit that they went through, I don't really put them in the same category.
Who that?
Pac and Big.
Yeah, I mean, I don't put them in the same category either.
Definitely different artists.
Yeah, I don't put them in the
just
same
folks
category.
always, mention the names together, but
I don't put them in the same category. Pac was a storyteller. Biggie was a lyricist.
It's
it's a whole different.
Probably just the timing of it, but they definitely different artists.
And Pac was he was different. You know what I'm saying? He's a movie star. You know what I mean? All that. You know what I mean? Biggie was a lyricist, street nigga lyricist. You know what I'm saying? As East Coast nigga. You know what I mean? So they had it was a big difference between them two. But that's my 5, man. So what's your 5 though?
My 5. So I'm from the Midwest. We get a lot of influence from the South, and of course the West. I've never been a big fan of the East.
This is our top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, we got wrap this up.
I like to hear that.
I ain't friends with the East, man.
Nah, I always knew the East was there. I was never like, I respect the East, but I never had an ear for it.
We get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, DMX. I mean, of course, you know what? And everybody probably gonna turn their TVs off when they hear this. But I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
I don't know about that.
I'm not like, I like Jay-Z. I like him as a person, a businessman.
Yeah, you doing all this talking.
He over here
bro, we asked you what's your top 5.
Top
and
5.
you told us a whole story.
Top 5.
We not about to wrap them up, bro.
All right, I'm gonna put Pac number 1.
You doing it in order? Okay.
I'm gonna put Pac number. I mean, the rest of them can fall out of order, but Pac for me is like everything, right? So Pac is number 1. All time, I'm going Jeezy number 2.
Let's talk about it.
I'm going Jeezy number 2, and that's strong.
Okay.
That's a strong number 2.
Heavy influence in the Bowers home.
That's a strong number 2.
Heavy influence.
Wait a minute.
That's a strong number 2.
Hold on.
Wait a fucking minute.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Hold on. Wait. Let me just. Wait. Understood. I understand that. But are you sure you want to do this in order?
No, he's not doing no order.
No, he did. He said 2.
No, I'm gonna call it order. Listen.
No, Mackenzie. He said 2.
Listen,
Jeezy. You gonna put Jeezy?
Listen.
I'm
gonna tell you why.
Can I finish? I just want to ask. I just want to make sure that you are clear. So you're putting Young Jeezy as number 2 of your best of all time rappers.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes
I'm
or no?
I'm gonna tell you why. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
This nigga.
Pac. Listen.
I'm listening.
Pac is number 1 because some Pac songs make me cry. Like I can feel it in my soul. I can feel the words. That's number 1. It's emotions. Number 2 is Jeezy. Jeezy helped me get $1 million.
Motivation.
Respectfully.
Jeezy helped me get $1 million.
Jeezy be my motherfucking number 1 too, baby. My number 2. Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even hate on that.
You know what I'm saying? And I listened to a lot of shit. I told you.
Which album was it? Was it the Recession? Was it the Recession?
I'm talking about From the Streets Is Watching. I'm talking about everything.
Okay. So you're a big Jeezy fan.
Big Jeezy. He helped me get an M.
Jeezy.
He helped us build Tivid TV studios.
All this.
Jeezy, you hear that?
How about that?
Like, and it's so real. And it's so real with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing. I can't even be mad at that. Can't be mad at that.
3. Y'all ain't gonna feel me though.
No, go ahead.
Nah, listen. 3 is hard because I'm doing it in order, right? So 3 is hard.
3 is who though?
They trying to code it up, bro.
Nah, I'm thinking. So 3.
If I can co-sign.
I'm gonna go with Master P.
Oh my.
So these are top 5.
But listen.
You can't be rapping.
Nah, these is his top 5 niggas. These look. These is his top 5. No, this is his top 5. This is his top 5 motivational people in the world.
Nah, listen.
These are the people that helped him get through life. These are the people that helped him. Bro, you're not talking about rappers,
What
bro.
else is music? What else is music? If it ain't helping you get through life, what is it?
No, I understand that.
It's more than entertainment for me.
Understand that. I understand.
It's way more than entertainment. So listen.
But look, I thought we was talking about lyrics.
I'm talking about
when
music.
you asked me my top 5, I thought you was. I'm gonna be honest. What I thought you was talking about, I thought you was talking about lyrically.
No, lyrically, no. But
that's why I gave you the. I mean, and just. But I'll give you. Came up on.
I'll give you a word of
from
background.
Snoop. I connect with everything. Everything.
No,
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying
because being in the streets is something different. It's something different. So if you can get somebody that can relate to where you at in life right now, and not only relate but help you navigate this terrain,
that moment different.
I'm a Young Jeezy fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Young Jeezy fan, and my brother officially Ice. Shout out to Ice. You know what I'm saying? That's he be on the Joe Budden podcast. He, you know what I'm saying? He was a huge Master P fan. My household was full of No Limit, Master P, everything. You get what I'm saying? He had the sneaker, them ugly ass P Millers. My brother used to have them shits. He used to have them. He used to order all them. I used to get mad. He used to have them shits off the East Bay magazine. I used to get so mad that he had them ugly ass sneakers. I used to think they were so ugly. But shout out to Master P, bro. That's another person that I follow. That's somebody.
And it's all around too. It's not just music. It's the person you are. It's the, you know what I mean? So it goes into.
Who is your 4 and 5?
4 and 5, you want to know, huh?
4 and 5.
Y'all see what
Can I do it?
Y'all see, that's Payday.
Big money. He ain't playing.
He got the red bottom slippers, y'all. His slippers is red bottom.
So can I put a group?
I'm trying to get like y'all in that big ass house.
In a big ass house.
Y'all got the intercom
with the
shit,
echo.
Like with the assets. But we ain't about to spin the block. What's your 4 and 5, man? It's like what everywhere.
Can I put a group in one?
Absolutely.
All right, UGK.
I'm about to say
okay.
UGK.
Let's get it.
Number 4.
Shout out to Bunny.
Shout out to that.
And that's if
they goats.
Swear.
in any given day, Pimp C can hit number 1, number 2, he can. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling out to
Number 5.
dripping game.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get through. So UGK, you know what I'm saying? Who's number 5 though?
So it's a lot of folks that can hit number 5. There's a lot of folks.
5.
But I'm gonna go with my man Weezy. I've been rocking with Weezy since the block is hot. So I'm gonna ride with
Weezy. Was my number 5 too.
Yeah.
I can relate respectfully.
You got to.
I was rocking with Weezy since
day 1. Before when he wasn't cussing. When he wasn't cussing. Yeah.
Right.
When they wasn't rocking with him, he was young bull in the group.
Yes, sir.
Word up, man. Nah, that's dope. That's super dope.
So we got a last segment. Before we get to the last segment, I do got a couple of questions that I asked. So we got to know y'all a little bit professionally. We got to know y'all personally. As far as, you know, business-wise, behind the scenes, and you're a producer as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as a producer and as an owner, what advice or, you know, like kind of step-by-step tutorial you may have to people looking to, you know, follow in your steps,
right,
to protect your intellectual property before releasing.
Right. So you definitely got to have the legal shit right, and whether it's music or movies, definitely have, you know, copywritten. All that shit's easy nowadays. It's nothing. So you should already know that to protect yourself. But to make it to where you want to be consistent. Mm-hmm. Stop worrying about what the next motherfucker's doing. Find your groove. Mm-hmm. Take small steps every day. I don't care how small they are, as long as you're moving forward.
Gotta crawl before you walk, baby.
Have a goal in mind. Stop watching Lil Ray and them, and start watching everybody balling out. That shit means nothing.
Right. Talk about it.
That shit means nothing. Everybody got their own lane. Everybody got their own thing. Just take your time and make sure you're doing what you want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Take your time. Take those small steps. Don't be in a hurry to be balling. Don't be in a hurry to do this. You know what I mean? None of this shit is fast. You know what I mean? We so used to fast money, fast this, fast that.
Right.
Slow it the fuck down. If you want it to last a lifetime, slow it down. You know what I mean?
About it.
Take your time. Do it the right way. And like I said, just do it. That's the main thing. Just do it.
And
Just do it.
To add on to that, like, it's the integrity of things. Like, always keep your integrity.
Keep your word.
That's it. That's all. Because
If you say you're going to do it.
Stand on them 10 toes, man.
Stand on them 10 toes.
Stand on them 10 toes,
You
man.
kind of skimmed over it though. Like I got a sense of idea, but I don't know the the ins and outs. And I think I want you to be comfortable with saying for the people who just watching this interview, who just like, yo, I'm just trying to start.
Yeah.
As far as the paperwork, I'm a director, I'm a creative, I got a space, I'm putting, my idea into the world.
Okay.
What kind of steps as far as the paperwork
Right.
would you suggest they go through where it's like, they ain't gotta worry about somebody stealing their idea.
Right.
You know? Like
So the main
baby
thing,
steps.
the
Explain
main
to a
thing,
5-year-old.
the main thing you want to do is put everything on paper. Put everything on paper. Don't let it just be a thought and talk about it, and you talk to your friends about it, and you put it on the gram about what you're gonna do, because then it's up for grabs. Once you have it on paper, I don't care if you just write it down. If you have it on paper, that will hold up in court.
And mailing it to yourself.
You can mail it. That's the OG
Mail it to
way.
yourself.
That's the OG way.
That's the oldest way in the book. That's how you copyright some shit for real. You mail it to yourself.
You mail it to yourself, but
You know what I'm
nobody will be able to steal what you have if you take that method.
Don't open it though.
So
It's
it's
not.
not like you have the idea.
Mail it to yourself and don't open it.
or-
Yeah, so just whatever you do, whether if it's whatever ideas you have,
Business plan.
business plan, whatever it is, just put it on paper. If you have to, mail it to yourself. That's a for sure way. That will hold up in court.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other ways. I don't want to speak to each thing because, I'm not a lawyer, but just make sure you do your due diligence on whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, know it inside and out. That's how you get started. Period. It's knowing it inside and out. Whatever it is, whether it's rapping, filming, producing, whatever it is, know it inside and out.
In and out.
In and
Yeah.
out.
Inside and out.
And
Be
what
credible.
about starting a studio? Like, I'm an average Joe. I want to start. I'm in West Bubba somewhere.
Right.
I want to start a studio.
So what you do is,
What do I do?
if you want to own a movie studio in the middle of nowhere, wherever you at, you get on Google and you type in TIVID TV. Tivid TV. That's what you want to do.
Franchise opportunities.
And you want to become a franchise owner of, like I said,
Let us guide
Talk
you.
your
the biggest
fucking
movie
talk.
The
studio
way.
in the world.
Talk
You
your
definitely
talk.
want to be a part of that. That's what I would recommend
And
to
TV,
you.
we gonna give them the blueprint.
Listen to me.
If you're a franchise owner, you're gonna
Wanna
have
do
everything
that.
I have.
You're gonna have everything, and we're gonna test
Got
it for
everything.
you. Because here's the thing
Yeah,
that
we
people
gonna
don't
open up this
understand.
studio real
Because
quick. You hear me,
a
cuz?
lot of
Let's get
black
this- let's
people
get this
don't
movie
start
studio.
franchises.
You hear me?
But we are here as a franchisor to make sure that you have the tools and the recipe
To
for
succeed.
success.
Hey,
That's it.
Hey,
and
yo.
that's all.
that's it and that's
Your
all.
success is our success.
You hear that?
I'm in the frame. So if we're trying to, I can make I'm in the frame. So if we're trying to start a studio, you're trying to create a streaming platform.
Tivid.tv,
Trying to
man.
make sure that your competitors or whoever it may be, make sure I get 100% of y'all royalties and all of that stuff, and make sure
Yes, sir.
it's a 50-50, whatever you got to do. You got to work out with your clientele.
Yes.
You want to become a part of the franchisee.
You want
of
to.
Tivid TV.
Tivid
And
TV.
they gonna give you the step-by-step guide.
Step
And all the and all the tools you
They
need.
running mentorship, so you don't gotta
Listen.
like.
Hands on.
You don't gotta run the
This
risk
hands on
of
like
losing
this.
your money, wasting your
We
time.
doing the research
You know,
for you.
trying this, that out. Like,
Yeah.
You don't gotta do it. Listen, the
We already
blueprint
did it.
is what they already did it.
We're
they
the
they made
flagship.
the mistakes. They learned lessons already. Tap in with Tivid TV
Tivid TV.
and
Hey,
get you up and running again, and you can make 0 to 100 real quick.
Some of these.
real quick.
0 to 100 real quick with Tivid
All right,
TV.
so look, before we get out of here, we got Chris and Mackenzie Bowers here. You know what I'm saying? Look,
They don't even know us like that, ours.
nah, y'all,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Tivid TV.
Mr. and Mrs. Tivid TV. let me get that shit straight. But look, before we get out of here, Mr. and Mrs. Tivid TV, y'all are on the Unemployable podcast. What does unemployable mean to you?
I mean, you ain't got no work for me.
Okay, all right, you right.
Listen, it's too
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
He hit it on the nose.
He did.
What does it mean to you,
It's
Miss?
funny that you say that.
Miss Tivid TV? What does it mean to you?
Because the millionaire that I used to mess around with and help do his business, his assistant used to always say, "We can't control her. We uncontrollable because we dominate this bitch."
We do what the fuck we want to do.
That's it.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
So
walk us through.
we gotta our last segment is the unemployable segment. So walk us through
Yeah.
the last time you had a job and the last time, if ever, you had a job. What that job was. Be honest and be 100%.
You was unemployed.
And you said, at this moment, I am fucking done. I am unemployable for the rest of my life.
Fuck this manager.
Okay.
Fuck this job.
Let's let him go first
Yeah.
because I was last.
Well, I made sure I was unemployable. I got tattoos everywhere on my neck. And I swear to God, this is real. I swear to God, like this is the reason why I got this shit. Because I told myself I was gonna be an entrepreneur forever. And this made sure. Because every time I try to go get a job, guess what?
Done up.
I was unemployable.
You never had a job.
Nah, so I've had a job.
Okay. So when was your last
So
job?
my last job, I think
That's what we asking you, Chris.
What was the last job?
That's what this is about, Chris. Fuck all that other shit.
Okay.
What was your job?
My
Did you
last
sweep?
job.
Did you mop? Was you a janitor?
So before-
The polo you put on.
What did you do?
You know I ain't never been no polo.
No. What was your job,
What was
Chris?
the last
All right.
What was your
Check it.
job, my nigga?
So before I got into the entertainment shit, I was like a warehouse type of nigga, right? I was on them forklifts and shit, right? But that wasn't my last job.
What was your last job?
So it's a nigga that I used to shoot with. Shout out to Cheddar Man in Detroit, shooting movies and shit. He put me on with Restaurant Depot.
Okay. Shout out to Restaurant. Yeah, I be getting a lot of stuff from there, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Restaurant Depot come in handy. They come in handy.
But it was fun, you know, working in the freezer.
What did you do in Restaurant
I was in the freezer.
So you was
Cold in a
cold all day. What did you do in the freezer besides freeze,
nothing.
nigga?
Let me get that straight.
What was the last
Any
day?
job I've ever had, I never did nothing.
What was the
I never did nothing. So that's that. What I was supposed to do.
Cuz was really unemployable. Like,
What I was supposed to do.
He ain't there for you. Nah, but what was that last day like?
Last day of
The
work.
last day,
When you was like,
motherfucking child support found me. I got my check and I said I'm done.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah, that was it.
That would have been.
And that's real shit.
I
I got that check. I said, damn, they got me. And that
It
was
don't
it.
make no sense. They taking this much and I'm doing all this
I
work.
might as well not come.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. All right.
Respectfully.
So we got that there.
Miss McKinsey, Miss Tivid TV, talk to us.
Because that was in Indiana.
Hold on. Let me give you something about hers first.
Oh, wait.
I had COVID during the time she took advantage to do what she did.
The disclaimer.
Okay.
Because if I didn't have car, I'd be like, babe, this ain't the day to do it.
So look,
We got bills and shit.
we ain't had no rocky shit. We had funny shit.
Oh,
so that was the funny shit.
so she quit on COVID day.
Yeah. So he's sick. He be sick, right? He was sick on his day.
Calm down.
Normally he's my voice of reason. They don't do this. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So
Talking to Mike.
He's got me because I'm high headed. I'm like,
The mic,
fuck all this.
the mic.
Talking to Mike.
Can you hear me now?
We good?
You got me? Can you hear me? All right, so he's my voice of reasoning, right? Okay, so not this time because he was sick. You know what I'm saying? So okay, I work for this multi-million real estate mogul or whatever out here, and he had other businesses. So we was partner, and I did a skincare brand for him, and it was nice and it was going. And so I caught COVID first, so I told him, I'm like, hey, I can't come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick, whatever. So at the end of it, then he got sick and then the kids, and I'm like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? But I live near the street or whatever that it was. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to like come back home on my lunch break and make sure everybody's good or whatever. And when I got there, you know, my first day back, and he's just like doing all this shit, like way too much. Like, you doing way too much, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beyond me. Like, you doing too much. And I was like, you know what? And so he said something slick, and I don't really do the slick stuff. I'm from Indiana. I don't do that shit. So, all right. So it started welling up in me, and he was like, you know what? If you don't do this, then I'm killing the business. Fire. All I seen was fire. I'm unemployable.
Respectfully.
I walked up and said, kill this shit now. And I grabbed my heater and my blanket and I left. I never came back.
Kill this shit.
Kill this shit.
Coming to a studio near you.
Respectfully, to kill this shit now.
Respectfully.
Look, man. Nah, for sure, man. Look, Chris, Mackenzie, Mr. and Mrs. Tivid TV, man, we appreciate y'all for coming through. We loved y'all. It's an honor. The honor is all ours, you know what I'm saying? If it's anything y'all wanna, you know, say it to that camera right there, let them know, let the people know where they can find y'all, where they can contact y'all, where they can book that beautiful studio that y'all got in every major city that y'all putting that shit in. And you know what I'm saying, make sure, you know, when the cameras cut y'all, I just want to be invited to the big ass house with the big echoes.
And all that.
Let's go.
So first of all, what y'all need to do is go get that big Jersey 3.
Yes, it's on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way. Once it drop, y'all have to get that.
So y'all got to.
I'm gonna let y'all hear some records too in a second.
For sure. So that's first and foremost. Second of all, Tivid TV. That's all you got to do. Google it. We everywhere.
Everywhere.
We in Black Enterprise Magazine. We in the Orlando Business Journal.
Here they go.
We on Fox. Orlando Voyage.
What else?
Talk about it.
What else?
Tapped in with the bro.
What else?
Twice.
Yes.
We on.
Wake up and be on that motherfucker and we don't even know about it.
Right. They texting y'all like, hey, I'm watching y'all on the news.
But shout out to them, and shout out to Orlando for supporting us. We definitely heavy in the community. Shout out to the First Institute. Shout out to Full Sail. We actually we adopted the road in front
Shout
of
out to
Full
Full
Sail.
Sail.
So every time you go to Full Sail,
clap it up.
Check out the sign in front of Full Sail University. It's gonna say Tivid TV
Keeping
Studios.
It beautiful in front of it.
But
crazy.
Shout out to shout out to Florida for everything. We love Florida. We're not from here, but y'all definitely embraced us and we love it. And we definitely gonna take care of Florida like if it was our home. Like I said, check us out. We everywhere. Tivid TV, TIVID TV, Google, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Tivid TV.
Yo mama house.
We got
everywhere. We everywhere.
We got the Hit House.
Unemployable. Yes.
Shout out to Payday.
Yes.
Shout out
Big
to
Jersey.
Yes.
So,
shout out to William, you know what I'm saying? Rose on the media. You get me? Shout out to Willie on the motherfucking edits and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? This was another episode of the Unemployable Podcast, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Indiana Naptown. And shout out to my Pacers, because we doing that. We trying to do
I went here for all that, but don't y'all forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Unemployable Podcast. And when y'all in the fuck with Tivid TV.
You better. If you ain't shooting your videos there, I'm pulling up and I might you. We out of here. Yeah, we know what time it is.
Big Jersey.